Okay guys, today's going to be a very quick video. I'm going to be chatting to you guys about battery switch isolators, and I'm planning to put one on my Honda Civic. So um, basically what a battery switch isolator, if you don't know, you'll see the battery is pretty much hooked up as standard, right? A battery switch isolator is meant to be basically if you're not driving the car for a prolonged period of time, or if you're putting the car into storage or something like that, and you don't want the battery to drain and have to jump start it basically every time you use it, without going through the hassle of actually getting a set of spanners or wrenches and disconnecting the battery and then reconnecting it every time. It's meant to be a quick and easy way to basically just disconnect the battery and reconnect it again, right? So because this car's been standing for a while, that's basically, you'll see I've got a couple here, and you get sort of different types of battery isolators as well. And what this is meant to do, so if you have a look at this, this basically replaces this wire here, so this bolts onto there, and then where this clip is currently here basically goes onto this end here, and then you've basically just got a kind of a screw style switch. So when it tightens up like this, this connector here joins the circuit, so your car will start or the circuit's on, and then if you loosen it, it basically breaks the circuit, and then the car won't start. So unscrew it and your battery is disconnected, and then you screw it and your battery is connected. So this is basically one that I bought. This is what it looks like. Now you do get different styles of these as well. These are basically very simple, very cheap ones that you can get at your local sort of car parts garage, or even from Amazon. I'll drop some links in the description below. You do get a lot more sophisticated ones that are connected to fuel pumps, that are connected to your ignition, as well as the battery and ECU sometimes even. And a lot of them are also used for race car applications. So some of them, which I obviously don't have in this car, but some of them would have some sort of a setup on the dash that actually has a pin. This is a cigarette lighter, but and what you can actually do from inside the car is completely pull out the pin, let's say, and then the car would completely cut off. That's generally used for race applications, for cars that are really on the edge, that maybe have a fire risk, or have running on the edge and they don't want to damage the motor or ECU or anything like that. We're not going to any of that sort of extreme. We're basically just using it to switch the battery off and on. So you get different types of ones. This is a pretty much a standard one, very linear one. So you can kind of see what that would bolt in over there. Then I've got a different one here, which is basically a 90-degree one, and this thing swivels as well. So exactly the same concept. This would bolt onto there, and then the wire would bolt onto this piece here, and you can turn it. You also get ones that kind of have a latch, so you lift it up, it's disconnected, you throw the latch down, and it connects again. So why do I actually have two of these as opposed to just one? Well, I bought this one first, and it fits perfectly, connects up really good. The problem is this sort of screw here. I don't know if you can actually see, but it sits higher than the actual battery terminal over there, and what it was causing is, once the bonnet was closed, it wasn't causing the bonnet to basically sit flush. It was lifting, so it was actually hitting on this this bar here, when this bar sort of bonnet comes down and closes, so it doesn't actually fit in my engine bay. Now if you've got a battery that's sitting a bit lower, as an example, so let's say if this battery was moved up a bit to the left, and it was kind of there, you'll see there's more than enough head clearance. The problem is where it is currently kind of over here, you're sitting above the clearance point, so this one doesn't actually work. The ones with the kind of latch up system are even worse, so that doesn't work. So that's why I basically went ahead and got this one, because this one If you see it from this side, it's pretty much flat. There's a little bit of a ridge, but it's pretty much flat. And if we kind of connect it up, what I'm hoping for is something like that. There shouldn't be too much of a overlap, or at least that's the plan. So we're going to chuck this on and see if it works. Basically what you just need to do is disconnect the negative side of the battery. It's always the negative terminal. So we're going to take this off real quick and then throw this on. Okay, and there you have it all connected. So you see that piece has gone in there, just bolted on there. You've then got the same battery lead going to that terminal, and you've got the kind of screw in the tightened position now. So that should all be connected, and when you want to disconnect the battery, you just basically unscrew it and your battery is disconnected. So no need to be fiddling with any terminals or loosening them and tightening them again. So that's all sorted. So that's just a quick video. What I would recommend is buy the standard one, which is this one here. I'll put a link to it. If this doesn't fit, then get the 90-degree one. The 90-degree one, if you look kind of at them side by side, is a lot smaller. It's literally half the length of that one, and it's also a lot shorter, right? It's literally half the height as well. Basically doesn't have this big butt on there. So it is a lot smaller and a lot more tightly fitting. So I guess it depends on your battery setup and where it is in the car, right? If you're tight for space either on top like I am, definitely go for the shorter, more sleek one. It is a bit more fiddly because, as you can see, there's not a lot of space for your hand. You kind of have to use your fingers to turn it. With this one, you can really grab it nicely and move it around. So if your battery's sunken a bit and you've got the space, this one is a lot more easier to use, in terms of day to day. This one, no issues at all, but it is a bit more fiddly just depending on the space that you have. So that's pretty much it. Hope it helps. Just a quick one, and we'll be doing some more electrical work actually starting on the car soon. So stay tuned for that. Cheers.